Hey there, Tamir from Fibonaccis-Traders.com here. Welcome and thank you for watching another weekly market recap. Before we dig in the charts, I want to share some thoughts about trading and things that I learned through my journey. I started full-time trading six years ago. I'm still on a journey. This is an endless journey. Stop the quest for more indicators. Simplify your chart. Don't overload your charts with more and more indicators. Embrace this. All indicators are lagging. Reduce the number of tickers that you are watching or trading. Learn in-depth price action of 3, 4, 5, 6 tickers. That's it. If you want to be a successful trader, you don't need hundreds and hundreds of tickers to follow. You can trade the SPY, the QQQ, Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Boeing, and Shopify, for example. That's it. Choose 5, 6 tickers and learn in-depth price action of those tickers on the daily chart, on the 5-minute chart, on the hourly chart, and then you will see your process will come together. Reduce the number of setups that you are trading. Simplify your strategy. Learn 1 or 2 setups. See how they work for you. If they don't work for you, throw them away. Learn more. You can learn more. The more you learn, it's better. But in the end of the process, during the process, focus on 1 or 2 setups. That's it. Learn to close losing position. And learn, this is the hard stuff, learn how to add to the winning positions. I have made a video several weeks ago on this specific topic. I will share the link in the top corner just about now. Check it out. You don't need to trade every day or every setup that you see. Just follow the price and see where it goes. Stop loss is trader's best friend. Don't push him away. Once you put on a trade, you can never know what will happen. This is why once we put on a trade, at the same moment, we need to also put a stop loss. Use alerts on your platform. That way, you can reduce screen time. Scaling out of trades in portions. Let the last play stop out for you. Let it play. Bonus tip, there is no holy grail. Stop looking for it and trade the process. We are here to trade the process. We are not here to trade the losers. We are not here to trade the winning trades. We are here to trade the process. So if you like these tips, hit the like and subscribe button and let's dig in the charts. SPY weekly, we can see this green trend line goes all the way since December 2021 to the penny April 22, to the penny August 22, and to the penny November 22. And we identified that once price will hit this trend line, we identified it already here somewhere in October. You can check previous videos and on my Twitter account also. We identified and we said that once price will hit the green trend line, most probably we will get a trend reversal, and here we are. Next support that we will look at on the weekly time frame will be the 384. QQQ, basically since beginning of November, mid of November, moving sideways between the 282 and the 291 area. So we can learn that once price will break below the 282, most probably it will go and retest this trend line here. And if price will break up and above the 292, this trend line, this red trend line, that helps us identify the lower highs since December 21, March 22, August 22, and now next time price will reach this trend line will act as a strong resistance. IWM flash to the downside, and now, as we can see, trends are the true support and resistance for price action every time. It started here, and since then, every time price tried to break up and above, this trend line rejected it, and now we have to the downside. So if you want to see the next potential support and resistance, we take Fibonacci, and once price will break below the 178 area, 175, 172, and so on and so forth, until we will get a bounce back to the upside. Dow Jones led the way since low of September all the way to 350. Now, as we said last week, we had a doji after a major bull run. Doji represents most certainly a trend reversal, and now we have this week came to the downside. 335 needs to hold, otherwise we can take swing low, swing high. Next support for the Dow on the weekly will be 331. VIX, as we said in previous videos and on Twitter, once price will reach the 1939 or the 1840 area, because if you look left, every time price hit this area, it had a bounce. So also now it hit and bounce. Dollar index 104 is holding. We have a major downtrend from the 113 towards the 104. Now we have this doji, so now we need to start making better risk management, because if the dollar index will start to trend reversal to the upside, we can see, and we will see, SPY, Q, IWM, and the Dow going to the downside. Next we have XLE, and as we said, we have a potential double top here. And look at this previous week, this last candle from the 91 towards the 82, major fallout. And now we need to see if the 80.5 will hold. It's not so strong support and resistance. 77 is the next support, the next major support for price on the XLE. If this one will fail to hold, we have the gap from September, the gap at the 92, the 72 area that will get filled. SMH, tight price range since mid of November. We can see price is bouncing from the 212 towards the 230, and every time it comes near to this trend line that started over December and November of 2021, price getting rejected, and now 212 needs to hold. Otherwise, we can see the same green candle that we saw here. We can see the opposite to the downside over here. So these are the levels to the downside we need to watch. And if price will finally break up above and close above this white trend line and above the 230, we can use Fibonacci as a potential support, potential resistance for price to the future. Oil on the weekly, we have this trend line here that holds the higher lows since March 2021 to the penny, almost here to the penny, and now if this one will break, next support on oil on the weekly will be the 60 area. AMD, an SMH name, we have trend line that started over November 21. We can see to the penny all the way down to August of 22 to the penny, and now it didn't even reach 3 dojis consecutive, 3 consecutive dojis, and to the downside. And now the next support on AMD on the weekly will be 63.7. Below that we will see again 55, and for the bulls we hope that 55 will not break to the downside, because if it will break to the downside, next will be sub 50. Only by looking left we can see that the 49.50 area is a very important support. So eyes on all the levels to the downside. NVDA, after a very nice bull run since October lows from 110 all the way to 170, now doji, we can assume that after this major bull run, some pullback will be healthy, but we need the 156 on the weekly to hold, because it was a very important level of support and resistance. So now it needs to hold as support. If it will fail to do so, 137 is the next test for bulls to hold. AAPL, basically nothing, as we see 153 as resistance, and here the 140 as support. We have this area of support. Let's start it over. We can take it over here also. We can see higher lows, but price action is getting tighter and tighter between the higher lows and the lower highs. Let's see who will win. Let me know in the comments below. Who do you think will win? Bulls to the upside or bears full power to the downside? And maybe we will see 124. Interesting to see your thoughts. Up or down? Tesla. Many eyes on Tesla. We can see trend line. If we go over, we don't need even the candles to see. This is what I said in the beginning. Simplify the charts. Line, high, lower, trend line, that's it. Low, lower, low, trend line, that's it. We can see from 416 area, now we are at the 180, and we don't have any trend reversal at sight. So we can assume with high probability that next support on the weekly for Tesla is 154, because if we look left, this area, take it from here, a little bit more accurate to here, this area 154, 144, 150 is a very important level. It was a strong resistance. So now, most probably, if Tesla will break to the downside below the 180, 150 is next. Microsoft, let's go back to candles. Trend line to the penny every time. And now we have also this trend line that holds the lower lows. We have some kind of try to go up on a short term. Inside candle on the week. We will wait for next week to see what will happen with Microsoft. If you like anything on this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also make sure to check the how-to playlist. Many videos on how I check charts on daily basis, weekly basis, how to find A+ setups, how I use Fibonacci, how I use trend lines. Everything is there. Check it out. Now we have the US 10-year yield downtrend from the 423 downtrend, 4 weeks to the downside. Now we have this doji, and most probably we also have this week FOMC quick, so pay attention. Volatility will be high. Now we have a doji almost closing below this trend line, but we see trend lines are price action best friend because they are the true support and resistance for price. If price on the US 10-year will pop to the upside, 380 is the next resistance for price action. We always can be more accurate, and now it's much more accurate. Swing low, swing high, downside. 352 is holding with a doji. Some bounce towards the 380 won't be a surprise. Bitcoin on the weekly, 4 weeks of moving sideways. Doji, 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 stuck between the 15,500. Let's see a pop above this area here. Let's mark it with a line. We can see that the 18,000 is a very important level. It was from support, so now most probably it will as a resistance. If price on the weekly will pop up and above the 18,000, bounce towards the 21,300, most probably will happen. Not sure when. We only follow price and try to identify what will happen next with high probability just by following candlestick analysis, trend lines, and Fibonacci levels. We have a mentorship program, one-on-one, live at your own time and schedule. Check out the links in the description. Check the website, Fibonaccis-Traders.com, and join our Discord community of professional traders, day traders, option traders, swing traders. They are all following their own strategy and they are all their own indicator. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you will have the rest of the weekend a great one, and I'll see you in the next video.